Well, today I'm gonna head down east and go feed some cows. Now, usually we don't park this tractor in the shop unless our kind of rule of thumb is if it gets 0 or below at night, we'll bring it in, because there is a place down a lot closer to these cows that where we're feeding, but it's not a heated shop or anything. It's just a lean-to pretty much. So you've got cover, and then it does have a plug-in, so you could plug your tractor in so it starts up easy. But if it gets below zero, we bring it home. Or if there's a lot of snow in the forecast, which there really wasn't. It wasn't so much because of snow, it was just because of the cold. And it's now warmed back up where I think it's going to be above 10 at night, maybe even above 20. I don't know, I haven't really looked. I know it's quite a bit warmer, so when I'm done feeding, I think I'm just gonna leave it. I haven't totally decided yet. I think I'm just gonna leave it down there. I'm gonna have my son come pick me up. It saves quite a bit on travel time. And then what we do is Willie just drives his pickup down there and jumps in the tractor, does his feeding, and then parks it back in that lean-to and drives home. So we got a little bit of snow. This has been the mildest winter I could ever remember. I think the ground was only froze for like 3 weeks maybe, and usually it's just 2 months straight, and we haven't had much snow at all. We have what you see, and I don't know, it was kind of windy when it happened, so I don't know, 3 or 4 inches. It drifted pretty bad, but it wasn't much, and the only other snow we've gotten is maybe a couple inch or 2-inch snows is it. Things are pretty dry. This is kind of a nice break, so you don't have to worry about fire for a little while. It's probably going to be gone in a couple days though, because it's supposed to be 62 or something. So it's going to be gone, and it'll probably be a little muddy. Mildest winter I can ever remember. I don't know if you can see out there, some deer out there, some whitetail, looks like some does and some fawns. All right, there's the cows out there. It looks like they're kind of split. Looks like half of them are over on the other side of the ditch, which the crossing's actually over that way. So I'm gonna slip in here and get my hay. I'll need to come in here twice. I think I'll give them 8 or 9 bales. I can carry 6 at a time, so it will be two trips in here. Haven't quite decided if they're gonna get 8 or 9. We give them, the 9 would be if I think it's kind of cold, which I don't know, it's 25. I should have checked. I think it's supposed to get almost 40 today. So I don't know, we'll just see. They're saying, "Where are you going?" I'm not feeding now. I'm going to feed further over that way. So they're starting to turn around. All right, so I've got my hay floated and see the cows out there. The other group's coming across the ditch. That's good. So I'll get them all over here, and then I'll kind of, so we've got a windmill over here, but there's no wind today at all. I don't know if you can see it on there. It's not moving. So I'm probably gonna feed them just down the valley here, kind of off the end of where these cows are. We've got a windmill and a solar on one well, so that's going to be full. So I'll feed closer to there. If there was a little bit of wind, I would probably start feeding where I'm at right now and feed them around on this meadow. But because of the wind situation and the refreezing of the ground, I'll probably feed them over by that solar. Here in a couple days, it's supposed to be 62. The snow is going to melt. There's going to be water kind of everywhere around here. There's a creek right back over, kind of halfway between me and the trees. There's a creek, so they'll be drinking out of the creek, and then the wind really won't matter. You can kind of feed them wherever you want. But until then, with this cold weather, no wind, I'm going to the solar. These are our early calving cows. We've got them split into earlies and lates. Down east here, there's actually two groups. There's this group here I'm feeding, and then there's another group on down the valley I'm going to feed, and they're all our early cows. And so they should be starting right around the 1st of April. Our heifers will start earlier. They'll be more around the 10th of March, and yeah, so that's how we do it, and it works pretty good. Well, hopefully the weather is good for us during calving. It has been ever since the last bad spring we had as far as blizzards and stuff was in 19. So I mean, we need the moisture, but I'll take the rain in the spring over the blizzards in the spring, earlier spring when we're calving. There's that windmill, and you could tell, it's calm, it's still, there's no wind. I'm betting that tank is empty, if not empty, pretty darn close to it. I don't think it was windy last night, or really yesterday maybe. We were gone, but I think actually maybe it was windy yesterday. So if they didn't drink it through the night, it might actually be full, but these cows will go through that pretty quick if it's not pumping. So down here, we've got our solar windmill. And I think I'll probably just start feeding now. Alright, let's see what this well looks like. It looks full here. I don't know. We'll see how froze it is. Really not bad. Half open. I think I'll just go ahead and tap on this and break it a little more. I probably don't need to, but I will. Let me tell you, we used to always have loader buckets instead of our dozer blades instead of loader buckets. And then when we started baling more, we slowly got rid of our dozer blades and got loaders. And it is great when you have ice. No more, we still carry around an axe and a pitchfork and all that, but more oftentimes than not, you can just hit it with your loader bucket and even scoop out if it's thick, even scoop it out. But as far as like having to use an ice to break up a tank, and using an axe to break up a tank, it really doesn't happen anymore. So this is good. This is gonna stay good as long as the sun's shining. It has to get pretty cloudy to shut that solar off. So now I'm gonna swing back. I'm gonna feed back that way and then grab a few more bales and then and then feed that out, and then go feed my other group over there. So I decided to feed him a little extra, and not so much because of the cold. I don't know. I'm guessing it's 25 right now, but I think it's supposed to get to 35, 36, I think, if I remember right. So not so much because, and there's no wind. So not so much because of the cold, but more because of the snow. That I just, I got to figure there's some loss to the snow. So went ahead and gave him some extra, and then when either I or Willie feed tomorrow, if we see that there's leftover, we'll cut them back down or feed accordingly, So, but they're looking pretty good. These cows, we do not give protein to our cows until they start calving, in the form of tubs. When we bring them in, when they get closer to calving, we cake our heifers, and they get tubs. And then when they start calving, we quit the caking. And the reason why we quit caking our heifers is just the way they like the cake so much. They'll run for it, and if they're calving or something, they'll leave their calf. I mean, it just causes so much trouble. You got to worry about running over a young calf or old calf. So we completely quit caking anything when our heifers start. And they will get Sweet Pro protein tubs, and they also get liquid feed out of those tubs with the balls that spin, or the wheels that spin. I found that it works really good. It's helped a lot, tremendously, in our bred second calvers. Because that's what you have the toughest time with, is getting those heifers to rebreed for their second time. And so they're right up there with the cows now. They're back at 93% somewhere, when before they were more like 80% on our rebreeds. So I really like that liquid feed. We had tried it years ago, and we did not get along good. It was a different kind. It didn't have the spinners. It was more like just a big trough that had and I don't understand why they didn't do good, because it's not controlled as much as the wheel. I mean, they could, if they wanted to, they could sit there all day, lick on the wheel, but they generally do it for a little bit and they kind of leave. But to have a free choice trough that they could surround, almost just like a water tank, really. And I'm surprised, but they did not do good. They did not rebreed good. They did not look good. And this happened a long time. I think I was in high school, so I wasn't really around it very much. I wasn't out here full time. I'd even been in college and just been away. But I really don't remember it. But I've talked to the guy that used to work out here, good friends with him, and he said it was not a good thing. So I was kind of skeptical on trying it again, although it's kind of in a different form, and I'm sure the feed, just everything has changed. I mean, because that was 25 years ago, somewhere in there. So I was really skeptical on trying it, but I really liked it, and it helped those second calvers get rebred. Salt and minerals are good. Stop recording. All right, so it's actually fuller than I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice. I don't really want them to come over here and drink, just because obviously it's not pumping and it's gonna run out really quick. But I'm just gonna go ahead and break the ice, at least in one spot, so if a couple do come up here to drink, they can, you know. Oh, yay, he does have a pitchfork on here. Sometimes these get taken off and don't get put back on. But I also have a shovel. I like a good old pitchfork. Can't go wrong with that. Like I say, I'm not gonna get too crazy here as far as pitching. And if the wind does come up, that's gonna thaw it out pretty good. So between them drinking it down and then the wind coming up and refilling it with warmer water, it's gonna help a lot. That should be good. But I'm still gonna take these 3 bales further down around the corner so those cows are wanting to drink out of that solar and not come to this. All right, so I grabbed my second load. So let's see here. I wanted 4, got 4. All right, so I got that first group fed. Now I'm gonna go down and feed this second group. And they're all early cows. Nothing's different about these 2 groups. They're just kind of came out here one day and shut the gates and had them split the way we needed them. Because we've got hay down there, not as much as here. So this is a bigger group. I'd say it's 2/3 of the cows are in this group, 1/3 in that group. So I'm gonna get down there, get them fed, give my son a call, and he can come down here and pick me up, and we can leave this tractor down here so we don't have to keep running it back and forth. Here they all are waiting for me at the auto gate, rubbing on the fence. Up here and get these fed and be done with my feeding. Perfect timing. My ride's here. Hey, buddy. Thanks for picking me up.